All right, and we are live. What's going on, y'all? What's happening? We're gonna get out here and just chop it up like we normally do. I'll be dropping at least one video today. I'm gonna try to work on two, because I want to drop another video on my King David the Chosen channel. Definitely want to go live on there a lot more. Seeing as how I'm having some pretty good encounters with women, and I see a lot of you guys are going over to that channel anyway. So I might do more of the live streaming over there in the AM, and then in the evening time in the afternoon, um, do some of the live streaming over here on this channel. But shout out to all of y'all. Just wanted to talk to y'all really quickly about what these women out here find extremely attractive about you. Let's see if I could. Look, it's the intrigue that they have for you. Uh, they can't stop watching you. They 20% just got started. 111 on the timer. As I said that, it just almost seems like I can never keep this battery charged, man. Anyway, yeah, I'm saying they have this intrigue about you. You know what I'm saying? They can't seem to put a finger on. Um, I was gonna say something, but it wouldn't sound right. Uh, Categorizing you, putting you in a profile. It kind of bothers them. At the same time, they like it. Now, I want you to understand something. If a woman is paying attention to you, she's giving you her attention, whatever comes out of her mouth doesn't really matter, because most women don't want you to know how they feel about you. So it's going to be criticism. And women use criticism as a means to disguise their interest and passion and, desire. So you guys know about this. You're Sigmas. You probably had some kind of failed relationship. And, what I'm saying, you rose out of it like a phoenix. And on the other end of things, you have women coming at you, but sometimes they like to critique. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're in the office, you got some coworkers that are halfway decent looking, but they think they look better than they do, and they'll be in there talking. You know what I mean? Asking questions, trying to get inside your head, trying to figure you out, but they'll never say, "Hey, look, you're a very handsome guy. You're probably a good archetype for most women based off of, where you're at." And, no, 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 no. They'll try to, like, what I'm saying, knock you down a peg or two. The humbling, if you will. Now, I don't, I don't know why they do this, because we know the stats now show that, like I said, 80 women don't even see 80% of men. So even if they're paying you attention and talking junk, that means that they like you in some type of way. But the need to kind of like humble you sometimes, or take jabs at you, or some of them just straight up shade you, and it's like, well, what? It's like, what are you still doing this for? The ego is out of control. But let me tell you something. It doesn't matter. You're on top of your game. You're a high value. I hate using that term. You're an asset regardless. You know what I'm saying? You are that guy. You're a real dude. You're a needle mover. Okay, women can see that. So whether they can't stand you, or couldn't stand you, or have a problem with you on some personality level, like, they'll listen. Women tend to put men on a pedestal. Not all women, but low vibrational women, just to rip them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, to tear them down. So a lot of times when I hear women critiquing me or whatever, it really, the words out of their mouth means nothing. It's really about the subject matters that they bring up when they critique. So let's say if they're bringing up, oh, looks like you're losing weight or you're gaining weight in your stomach area, and I know it's a hater. Well, that hater is pointing out that it looks like I'm probably losing weight in that area, but they're trying to project some negative shit. Yeah, listen, they disguise everything behind other stuff. It's about what subjects they bring up. Like, let's say you're extremely handsome. You know what I'm saying? If you're extremely handsome, got your shit together, women will do everything but bring up how handsome you are, or they might bring up, you know what I'm saying, some minute, you know, uh, beauty scar or something on your face or whatever, you know, whatever, it's weird stuff, you know. But the point is, they are noticing your face. That is where their central area of critique is at. That's what they believe to be probably one of your greatest assets. It's the ability to be a seer. They love this quality you have because, in a way, it intimidates them because it can't BS you, and it allows them to sit in the background and keep coming up with different scenarios in their head as to, you know, what is it about him? What does he do whenever, you know, he's not at work, or he's, you know, not online, you know, because you keep yourself very private, you know, and the way that you move is very intriguing to all women, even the haters. You know, I've noticed this, man. I've got like a lot of haters that are females that can't help but come back every day, and they throw shade or whatever, but it's like, yeah, you're doing that to your low IQ. Ooh, the mic over here. Drop my water. Yeah, you're throwing shade to your low IQ female friends, but any man with sense knows whatever you talk about while you're trying to shade is what you like the most, you know. So if he has any sense, he'll know to you know, pay attention to that and work on those areas. And that's what I do, man. And I just keep upgrading. They love how you upgrade. They love how you don't let things get to you. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of women will try to fool you, you know, and they'll try to be like, "Ah, listen, you're great. You're a great guy, but if you could just, you know, stay positive, if you could just stay in that high vibrational energy." What's high vibrational energy? Huh? What's the definition of that, fool? Y'all be coming up with these terms, but you don't have definitions. And it really seemed like some woman shit where y'all can move the goalposts depending on whatever's going on, right? I don't need you to, you know, articulate or tell me what you believe to be high vibrational. If I'm getting blessed by God, I'm high vibrational. Okay? Period. Whatever mood I'm in, wherever I handle myself, that's just me. I'm gonna use some womanese here. That's just me expressing myself with the full spectrum of the emotions that we're allowed to have while we're in this realm that God gave us. But that don't mean that you get to dictate, you know, when I should be able to express myself and how I should express myself. Now you can judge me, of course. Of course you can judge me. But that's all you can do, and you got to do it from a distance. You can't come in with that. You can't. And listen, it bothers women when they can't critique you. That's a modern woman's love language. Critiquing a man, giving him criticism, wanting a man that'll accept random criticism from someone that he doesn't really know. That's a wet dream of theirs. But it's going to have to stay that, a wet dream. I'm not going to give you any of that mess. That's not how real men move. We barely take advice, you know, and criticism, but it's going to be from somebody that we know is giving it to us from a good place, not some new chick, some wannabe, you know, girlfriend chick, some content creator that just keeps throwing jabs at me like, look at me, look at me. I want some attention. Look at me. Sit your goofy asses down, okay? You're not worth my time. If you were, then I would reach out or I would say your name, and you're just not. Now, I want to talk about another attractive feature that you have, and that's the ability to, how do I phrase this? Not to give a fuck. Now, that goes a long way. There's so many realms of not giving a fuck, but we're going to just, you know, speak about the realm of not being bothered, being unbothered, right? So this part in this realm of not giving a fuck, this is like, this is the best part about you, honestly, because women are always trying to project onto you what they believe to be good criticism that would probably help you be a better person while being single mothers, while probably not living better than you, definitely not making more money than you, and definitely not, you know what I'm saying, establishing a brand like you do, and getting advice and tips on life from you. But they will always try to find a way to give you criticism to make themselves feel like they have a place in your life, creating space, because they believe as a woman it's her job to be your counsel, to just be there and be this image of whatever you need to feel to make you be a greater man. They've convinced themselves of this nonsense, and they carry themselves as such, and they have criticism upon criticism, but you don't care. And it bothers them so much so that it makes them want more. They're like, oh, you don't care? You don't care? No, I don't. And they try to trigger you other ways. They do the what do I call it? The secondhand trolling. The secondhand trolling is at an all-time high. I'm gonna tell you, these women love to try to troll you or watch you get trolled or whatever, see how you react, and then depending on how you react, make some content off of that. Like, oh, you gotta learn how to control yourself more. If you could only just not react, shut your asses up. However, I decide to handle whatever I do as my business. You understand? And how you feel about how I handle my business is none of my business. Now, I know y'all are kind of slow, so slow it down, rewind it back, and watch it a few times to you females out there. Not to the wolves, not talking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know I got some cross watchers, some haters that like to watch their enemy all the time. You know, get up bright and early in the AM. It's not really watching me because they hate me. They love to watch me. They just hate that they love to watch me. So they got to project it onto me in some other kind of way. Listen, I'm getting blessed from the Almighty Father. I don't need for you to try to babble your way and explain why you like to watch me and criticize me all the time. I've got chicks trying to play mind games to where they're saying, whenever you react to somebody trolling you and then you get as petty as they are, then you're lowering your, yeah. And if you're watching somebody do this, then you're worse than they are. You should be scrolling and watching something else, but yet you're watching something that's triggering you into making content to react like that. You have nothing to do with it at all except being an observer and a monitoring spirit, which most of y'all are, and you feel justified to get on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, found a feather. And you know, project onto me because you got irritated at the way that I am handling my business. It's none of your business. Hey, what's going on, brother? What's going on, homie? What's going on, big dog? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the wolves. Wolfpack, what's going on? What's going on with you? How y'all living? How y'all doing? Shout out to the haters that are watching and still learning something. You know, these women, 10%. Okay. These women, they love how you teach. They love the things that you put out. Whenever it's neutral and they don't feel some type of way about the information you're putting out towards low vibrational females, because sometimes even women that are healthy, the things I say will trigger them. But you know, that is what it is. That's just God. Okay. If I trigger you and I don't know you and you get upset with me, well, then, you know, you have problems. Have I been triggered by certain people on content creators online? Absolutely. And I took it straight to them. Is that immature? It could be viewed that way. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It happens. So nowadays, when people get triggered by me and go off in the comments, I just heart it. I like it and I keep it trucking. Now, if I want to make a video about them, I will. Does that mean I'm low vibrational? Absolutely not, you fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? I'm the teacher teaching you. You need to sit back in your seat and learn something instead of, you know, picking your boogers in class and flicking them. You know what I mean? And eating them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all students, man, I'm trying to be as nice as I can, but you always have a few troublemakers. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of my trolls are content creators Because the way that y'all like to criticize the way that I handle my business is like, well, listen, I know you want somebody to teach you something for free, the American woman way, but I'm not here teaching you shit for free. The members will get straight content without the BS. But while this stuff is on here, I'm going to go ahead and give my little stories and whatever. And if you don't like it, go find yourself another free teacher to give you what you want without giving his personality and whatever's going on with them in the same breath. I'm not here for that. You females are weirdos. You compete with men, but you're also trying to learn from them, and you also want one of them. You're a weirdo. Weird. But I'm out here making the money just like y'all are. Y'all are trying to make money off of us. You watch us. You make content off of us. You get a little bit of money off of us. And then you think you know everything, and then you try to date us, and we're like, oh, absolutely not. Nope. Nope. Move too much like a man. Shouldn't have been doing all that content creating. Shouldn't be stalking men so much. You should bask in your femininity. You refuse to do so. So suffer. We're going to rotate. Yeah, so suffer. You know what I'm saying? Suffer. And look, I know that this sounds kind of harsh. I know that y'all, the gentlemen out here, they don't care. But I know that some of you ladies, you're like, it's so harsh. No, listen, let me tell you something. It's called tough love. It's called tough love. Now, I'm not sure if your daddy was there to give it to you. And I'm not sure if he was there and he did give it to you, he's giving it to you the way I am. But it's the kind of masculine love that man gives. Also, a real man knows there's no such thing as masculine and feminine energy in both. You only have feminine energy in a woman, different levels of it, and you have masculine energy in a man, different levels of it. That's designed by God for us to be two different polarities. I know this video is going to get flagged. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Y'all got to stay in your lane and stop trying to teach a teacher. Stop trying to, if you're watching me and stalking me on a regular basis, how can you teach me? No, you're a disgruntled student. You don't like how the teacher teaches. The problem is you're not coming up with nothing to teach. All you're doing is trying to critique what's being taught. That makes you a student, not a teacher. Don't disrespect my craft, okay? I know what I'm doing over here. Just gonna be real with y'all. And women like that you're stern and firm within what you say. I have women saying all kind of crazy things about me, as content creators. They will come up with the craziest stuff. They will become doctors and therapists and start dropping all kind of diagnoses, you know what I'm saying, and giving you all kind of labels that they're not qualified to do. The bottom line is they're a bunch of fools that are watching you that don't know that they like you and don't know how to handle it. That's what it is. What's going on? What's going on? So, to all of them, no matter what you say, I can read between the lines. I can really see what you're really saying. You're watching me. You're obsessed. And now you're critiquing me like I'm your boyfriend or your man. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? Just keep watching. And make sure you watch the videos all the way to the end. Share them to your friends so y'all can all giggle together while your coochies get wet. I don't care. I don't care. Do you understand? All right, good. Before my phone dies, you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and share the video, share the live. I'm doing videos now, so I'm getting confused. Share the live and drop a comment for the algorithm. Peace, love, and light. I'm your brother. I'm trying to do this simultaneously while holding this mic. Got